Hey guys, so here I am live on Facebook. This is Ginny at LearnWithGinny.com. I'm an uber busy mom who helps other moms get their home businesses online to find their prospects and leads that way instead of chasing friends and family. And I also share parenting stuff along with it because a lot of it goes hand in hand. So if you're live on Facebook, make sure you chime in and say hi, where you're from, and tell me what your business is and what your biggest struggle is. So hopefully you can hear me. I know that a lot of times my connection will get weak and I'll get all pixely, but you should still be able to hear me. So, and I am late because I was setting up some new ways so that I could stand and talk to you and use my hands. And wave them around at you. So hopefully that didn't throw too many people off too much, but you know, stuff happens. I showed up, I'm here. Powerful words I want to share. The first thing is a euphemism. A euphemism is a phrase or a word that we might replace another word to help make it feel better. So you can use those to help when you're going through some rough times. For example, instead of calling it a problem when I'm trying to set this stuff up, which was challenging, right? But instead of cussing and swearing at it, which I probably did, I could say, this is, could say it in my mind, this is not a problem, it's a project. This is a project. And the project will get done and I'll feel good about it, right? Because here I am live with you talking with my hands. Yay. So that's one of them. I have a whole list of them, and some of them are kind of funny. Instead of saying you got fired, say I made a career change. It's kind of like the politicians when they spin their words. You can use euphemisms. We use, a big example is instead of saying somebody died, we say they passed away, because it's a little bit less forceful, and it makes you feel better. So instead of, just some funny ones, instead of you aren't poor, you're economically disadvantaged. There's a whole list. You know what? I'll just post the link and you can go through them and see if any of them are helpful to you. But I also have a giant list of powerful words that you can use. I'm sorry, I'm looking at them real quick here. Where is it? Right here. So you can use words to help influence and teach your kids too. So, and sometimes it can booster them up, right? So these are some important words. How about this one? It's very simple. Thank you. Sometimes we forget to thank them for doing something that we asked them to do. Because sometimes it's a pain in the butt to get them to do what you want them to do, right? So then you forget to thank them because you're still, upset about trying to get them to do their chores or do the dishes or whatever. But thank you. It goes a long way. Number 2 is tell me more. Get them to talk more to you. Open up the lines of communication. Number 3 is how can I help? Instead of jumping in and offering automatically your ideas and your solutions to whatever it is your kids are talking to you about, how about asking, how can I help? In your business, you can use that too. And like I asked when I first came on here live, how can I help? Because that's what I'm here for. So, tell me what I can help you with, and I will do it on another Facebook Live or another blog post. Number 4 is let's pitch in. I probably overuse this one a little bit because I'm always saying that. Well, let's all help each other out. Let's all pitch in. So, but that's a good one because you know what? We all have too much to do. So let's pitch in together as a family. A family that works together stays together. Number 5 is, how about a hug? Okay, and this is probably a good one for me because a lot of times I'll just hug them without asking. And my daughter in particular doesn't like to just be hugged. You know what? She likes her space. So how about a hug? And sometimes we don't hug them enough. So make sure that your children know that you love them. And if you've ever read the 5 languages of love, some people don't like the physicality, so figure out what it is that your kid likes, or how they feel loved. Number 6 is simple again. Please use your manners. Please and thank you, right? So that's a good one. Number 7 is good job. Give them some praise. The other day I was working out, and even on the video when the trainer says, "I'm so proud of you, you're doing a great job," I still feel a little bit like, yeah, I am doing a good job, so I'm proud of me, right? So say that every once in a while. I'm proud of you. Good job. And number 9 is you can do it. Now this one I probably do overuse because whenever I hear the word can't, I'm like, no, don't say you can't. There is no can't. There's try. There is I won't, because you own up to your behavior, right? So you can do it. Yes, you can. Might need to take a little practice and take a little more time, right? But you can. And number 10 is I love you, which we already talked about with the hugs. So moving on to, oh my gosh, I forgot about this giant list. I put a giant list in here, and I think I'll just put the post link later on today. I'll put it, above. I think it shows up above. It might show up below the video where you can go get this list. But this is it. And I even found a more extensive list of words and phrases, and maybe even print them out, cut them out, and laminate them. Just things that make them feel good, like you are loved, you are creative, you are capable, you are deserving, you are strong. And these might be good phrases for you to say to yourself. The other day, we had an exercise of writing I am 20 times. And if you do that, you'll discover some really interesting things about yourself. So there are, if I scroll all the way down to the list, 64 of them. And just a few more. When you make a mistake, you are still beautiful, and you can learn from it, right? Thank you for contributing to our family. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm listening. You make me smile. And I love you is on that list too. So now moving past your kids and into your sales, there are words that you can use in your headlines, in your emails, in your phrases to help them make more sales and trigger emotion in your prospects. Because remember, people don't buy logically, they buy emotionally. There are times when we buy logically, but in the end, usually the decision is emotional. So, some words, I'm going to read some of them. I'm not going to read them all, but lucrative, certainly, simple, quality. You've probably seen some of these in the classic ads, right? Solution, imagine. That one triggers a lot of things. It makes your brain start to imagine, right? So imagine yourself on the beach in a bikini because you lost all that weight. Or imagine that you could climb the stairs without being out of breath. Or imagine that you could quit your job because a job you hate maybe. Or maybe you're like me and you like your job and you like to do this part-time. So that's fine too. I'm moving away from my list, so back to it. Easy. Results, uncovered. I think discovered is on there. Yes, discovered. Breakthrough. That's just a few of them. So make sure you check the blog post out where you can see more. And then I have bonus powerful words and phrases that you can use in your scripts. I do recommend that you be yourself and not follow a script. Maybe make the script your own, when you use scripts, because people will buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. They're not going to buy, from a robot. So, don't be all into these scripts where you read them word for word. But anyway, I do have some phrases that you can use. Closes. These are closing statements. Can I make a recommendation? Can I share what I discovered? And these were answers in this training, and there's a link in the blog post to the training where the prospect said something like, oh, is this a scam? Is this a pyramid? And, stuff like that. So, can I make a suggestion? A recommendation? Or sometimes those are not the people that you want anyway. More powerful words and phrases that I will end this video with, because I got to go to my job. So, we got to go on with our day. It's a wonderful service where instead of you can, okay, how about this? It's a wonderful product where you can work out at home instead of going to the gym. That was just an example. I would suggest or recommend blank, whatever it is. I definitely will make sure that this gets sorted. You will surely be able to enjoy the benefits of having more energy and, whatever. I'm just filling it in. Many people in situations similar to you choose to, and that's just a few of them. So make sure you visit the blog post and let me know of any powerful phrases and words that you use to get through difficult situations, or if you have particular closing phrases that are great. Love to hear from you. And make sure you comment and share. And visit that blog post and go over to the products page to get your free training, or just scroll down to the bottom. There's a free boot camp that you can enroll in and learn about getting your business online. Make it a great day.